Hi, I'm Danny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll go over possible causes for low or no heater operation. I'm working on my 2009 Honda Civic, but most of the information I'm about to share works on many other makes and models. If you're new to my channel, I make how-to automotive instruction videos. My goal is to give you the confidence to do it yourself. Before I begin, please take a minute and subscribe to my page. I appreciate you. Let's get started. My first step is to check the coolant level to see if it's full and in good condition. A lot of the heater problems that I researched were due to low coolant. If you need to know how to change your coolant, watch my video, Servicing your radiator and cooling system. Once you determine the coolant is at the proper level and in good condition, go ahead and replace the cap and take the car out for a drive to get it up to normal operating temperature. If your engine isn't getting hot enough, the most likely cause is the thermostat is stuck in the open position. You'll need some sort of scanner to check the engine temperature. I purchased this code reader on Amazon. It was about $30 and it reads temperature. It'll clear codes and it'll do many other things. I have a review video on this if you're interested. I'll link it in the description. Now that the vehicle's at operating temperature, you want to feel those heater hoses to make sure they're pretty close to the same temperature. If one's ice cold and the other one's hot, you'll know your heater core is plugged. Now, unfortunately, I can't get my arm back there, so I have an IR thermometer, which I'm going to use. So the way this works is it shoots a little laser beam on your target. And right now I'm on the lower hose, and it's saying about 112, 111. Now I'm going to move it to the upper hose, and it's about 99, 102. So according to this, my heater core is not plugged. Let's go inside the car now and do some diagnostic checks there. So from inside the vehicle, we're going to do the diagnostic test on the AC control head. And to do that, you're going to hold down the recirc and the rear defogger, and then turn the ignition switch to the on position. Some of the lights on the control head will light up, letting you know it's running a series of diagnostic tests. This can take a minute or two, so be patient. If a problem in the electrical circuit is detected, a light will flash on the recirc button. Each flash represents a code, and there are 7 different codes that can be detected. I'll list these at the end of the section. This would be a good time for you to subscribe to my channel. The blower fan just turned on. Everything went off, and it's flashing a code. It's flashing code 1. So according to my diagnostic chart, if it flashes one time, that indicates code 1, which indicates an open in the air mix circuit. So here's the air mix actuator down here. And look, I unplugged it. Let's go ahead and push that back in and give it another shot. All right, so let's do this again. Now that everything's plugged in, we'll push the recirc and the rear defogger, and we'll turn on the key. The radiator fans turn on. The blower motor turns on. Everything goes off. No lights are blinking. and everything checks out good this time. So for our next test, we're just going to make sure the air is getting routed where it needs to go. So I'm going to turn on the fan. And right now it's coming out the vents. This should make it go at the bottom and the vents. It's coming at the bottom, still coming on the vents. And then here's the floor only. Coming out the floor, not out the vents. And now this is the defroster, it's coming out the bottom. And then this should go on the window. And it does. So all this is working properly. And then there's the recirc, AC button, max AC, rear defogger. So all this checks out just fine. So the next step is to move the temperature control knob from cold to hot while watching the air mix actuator. Let's do that now. That looked good. Let's go ahead and go from cold to hot. That looked good, it wasn't binding. And now let's go ahead and go halfway. Cold to midway. And then midway all the way to hot. And let's do that one more time, all the way to cold this time. And that looks good. All right, so we just determined that our AC control head works and our air mix door actuator works just fine. If the control head does indicate a problem, here's a list of the diagnostic codes you'll need to determine your next step. A couple more things. The glove box, if you squeeze it in the middle, it'll easily come down. And then inside here, this is your air vent flow. This is what changes the direction of your air vents. You can go from the bottom to the middle to the top. Underneath the dash is the blower motor, and you'll need to remove this kick panel. If your blower fan motor has low flow, check your cabin filter to see if it's plugged. This is the blower motor, and this is the connector you would need to remove to check for power and ground. Also, it's common for the blower motor to suck something up. Usually it's a piece of paper and associated with a noise or a vibration. You'll need to remove the blower motor to check this. One last thing before I let you go. If your blower motor only works on high, the most likely cause is going to be your blower motor resistor, and it sits right up here. I hope you learned something in today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching.